Assalamu alaikum student. Today we will be looking at topic 5, system software, and this is CSC134, computers and information processing. These are the learning objectives for this topic. As you can see in this slide, there are two types of software, system software and application software. So in this topic, we will be looking at the system software. The next topic, which is topic 6, we will be looking at application software. Okay, in this figure, if you can see, these are the components of a computer system. And you can see the first component of a computer system is people. We, as a user, are a component of the system as well. And then user or people, they use application software and also system software to interact with the hardware, which are the computer devices. In this slide, you can see there are 4 types of system software, namely operating system, or usually we refer to it as OS, and then utilities, device drivers, and language translators. Here we can see the various functions of operating system. As the name indicates, operating system help us to operate the computer system. The first function, as shown here, is managing computer resources. So we as user, we don't interact directly with the computer resources. For example, memory, I/O device, processing, storage, and so on. But the operating system help us to manage these resources. For example, when we want to start a software, application software, the content of the application software will be loaded into the computer's memory. So who load the content of the application software into the computer's memory? That is the job of the operating system. We as the user, we just click the software and then the software will start, and we don't need to allocate or direct which part of the application software need to go to which part of the memory. All this is done by the operating system. So this is how operating system manage computer resources. So it helps us to manage the computer resources. The next function of operating system, as shown here, is providing user interface. User interface. Dalam bahasa Melayu dia, antara muka. Interface antara muka. So the interface is what you can see on your monitor. So meaning that when you use your mouse to click whatever is whatever you can see on your monitor, so meaning that you are actually clicking the part that is connected into the computer system. So the icon, the figure of the application that you can see on your monitor is actually the interface. So who help you to interact with this interface? That is the job of the operating system. So here you can see the graphic user interface, or short known as GUI. So whenever you hear the word GUI, you know that is graphic user interface or graphical user interface. You can see this is very common. You can see files, you can see icons, and so on. This is the command line interface, CLI. So this is another way that you can interact with the operating system. Okay, here are various other operating system functions. You can see the next one is running application, meaning that when you want to start an application, for example, you want to open Microsoft Word, you just click Microsoft Word. So what happened after you click the Microsoft Word is in the hand of operating system. Just like when you switch on your phone, yeah, you want to check your email, for example. So you click the icon of Gmail. So how does your phone knows that you want to open Gmail? So that is the job of the operating system. So meaning that here, operating system is helping us to run a program. Okay, apart from that, you can see there are various other functions. Okay, here you can see to start and shut down a computer. So meaning that what you need to do is you just need to, for example, if we are looking at your phone, you just need to push the shutdown or the start button on your phone. The rest, the operating system will help you to do it. Okay, providing a user interface. Just now we have mentioned GUI to manage program, to manage memory. So these are managing computer resources, coordinate task, configure devices. Yeah, configure devices. For example, when you want to switch on your computer or your laptop, yeah, so operating system will activate other devices. For example, if you have mouse, you have keyboard and other devices attached to your laptop, so the operating system will configure, akan memulakan device-device ini. Then establish an internet connection. Yeah, for example, if you are using your phone, yeah, you click on the Wi-Fi icon. So how does your phone switch from your data to your to detecting the Wi-Fi, and how does it detect Wi-Fi? So all this is done by the operating system. Yeah, you can see there are other operating system functions. Here we are looking at another feature or functions of operating system, which is booting. Booting or boot in a computer system refers to starting a computer. Okay, there are two type of booting, warm and also cold. Okay, how to remember both? Okay, cold, we look at the second one first. Cold, remember booting is starting your computer. So cold boot is you start your computer when your computer is in the state of off. Yeah, the computer is switched off, and when you start your computer, you refer to it as cold boot. Yeah, so meaning that, or we can say cold boot because your computer is still cold. Yeah, it is not used. But when you warm boot, actually you are starting a computer or you are restarting your computer. You want to restart your computer. Yeah, so your computer is already on, but you want to restart it. So we refer that action as warm boot. So another thing, warm boot, your computer is already warm, yeah, because you already on it, so you can feel the heat on your computer. So you are restarting the computer. That is warm boot. Cold boot, you are starting a computer from the state whereby it is turned off. Okay, the next feature of operating system is providing interface, yeah, as we have mentioned just now, and you can see here icon, pointer, menu, tab. Yeah, this, for example, when you interact with an application software, if you switch on Microsoft Word and then you want to open a file, so you will go to the menu, you click the menu, so you are interacting with the application software. So how does the computer knows what to do when you want to interact with the application software? So that is the job of the operating system. Okay, there are three basic categories of operating system. The first one is embedded operating system. Embedded operating system usually are in small devices, yeah, also known as RTOS, real-time operating system, in smartphones, in smartwatches, video game system. Yeah. Next is standalone operating system, also called desktop operating system, in our PC, in our laptop, and then network operating system, whereby these are used in the server. We look at first mobile operating system. So as you know, mobile operating system, the well-known type of mobile operating system are definitely Android, iOS, Windows Phone, and so on. Yeah, they are provided by the manufacturer of the telephone. And if you can see the type of the Android, yeah, you can Google it up, Android operating system. You will see the name. Yeah, what is interesting about the Android operating system name? They are named after dessert. Yeah, so that is just some trivia information for you. Next is desktop operating system. So the most well-known is Windows. Apart from Windows, you have Mac OS, Unix, and Linux. These are the desktop operating system. These are example of Windows operating system. So most of our computer today we use Windows 10, and there are still other Windows version which is lower than Windows 10. Mac OS, yeah, used in the Apple computers. And other type of operating system which is more popular in server, mainframe, but also used by technical user in the personal computers. Example are Unix and also Linux. This is another technique in operating system. Virtualization, ability to support multiple operating system on a single physical machine. Yeah, for example, a laptop or a computer can run Windows and also at the same time can run Linux. So this technique, yeah, is known as virtualization. Okay, that was the first system software, operating system. So now we go to the second one, which is utilities program. Utilities, as here we can see a specialized program designed to make computing easier. For example, perform maintenance type task. Yeah, so utilities program, a program that is used to manage our computer. For example, you can see in the list down there, antivirus program is an example of a utility program. So we don't use antivirus program to do our work. For example, you don't use antivirus program to do your assignments, but you need antivirus program to make sure that your devices are free of virus. Apart from that, backup programs, file compression programs, these are all utilities program. Okay, these are also example of utilities program in Mac OS. Okay, some more Windows utilities program, file history. If you want to look at the history, for example, in your browser, and then you can do disk cleanup or disk defragmenter. So disk cleanup and disk defragmenter is a program that will help you to manage your hard disk, yeah, so that you will have more space, yeah, to keep your documents. These are the example of file history. Disk cleanup, yeah, you can see in this page, yeah, it shows you some screenshot of the disk cleanup. Disk defragmenter, yeah, it helps you to, as mentioned here, rearrange file and unused disk space to optimize operations so that your computer can become faster. Utility suite, yeah, when you come across to the word utility suite, the term suite, okay, in terms of software, so software suites or utility suites refer to combine, meaning that more than one program in one package. For example, if we are talking about application software, one example of application software suite is Microsoft Office. Yeah, so in Microsoft Office, we have Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, and so on. So in the utility software, we also have utility software suite. Yeah, some of them are developed by Norton. Yeah, you can see the example here. Norton utility software. It helps you to manage the system health of your computer system. Okay, we move on to the third system software, which is the device drivers. So device drivers. What is a device driver? Yeah, the definition is there. Device driver is a program. Remember, it is a software. What does it do? It controls a particular type of device that is attached to a computer. Yeah, usually a device driver come or provided in a CD, but now as more and more laptop especially doesn't have CD reader, so the device driver either become downloaded as you plug your device on the computer, or the device driver is already in the operating system itself. Yeah, so how do you know whether you have the device driver or not? So most devices nowadays are what we call plug and play. Yeah, so what does it mean, plug and play? Meaning that you plug, for example, if you have an earphone, yeah, so the earphone is another device that is not attached to your laptop. So you can use the earphone and then you plug it into your laptop and you can use it because it is with the concept of plug and play. So the device driver is already in the operating system and it can identify your earphone. Another common situation where you need device driver is when you want to use a printer or a scanner. So if the printer can be used as a plug and play, so you can just plug the printer using a USB, to your laptop, and then your laptop will detect the printer and then you can use the printer. But in any instance that your laptop cannot detect the printer, so what is the problem? The problem is the device driver is not in your laptop for that particular printer. So what do you need to do? So you need to look at the brand of the printer. What is the model of the printer? And then you need to search for the device driver of that particular printer, the name of the printer and the model of the printer, and then download the device driver into your laptop. And once you download and open the device driver, your laptop will be able to recognize your device, which is your printer, and you can use your printer on that laptop. So that is the function of the device driver. It controls a particular type of device that is attached to your computer. Okay, the next type of system software is language translator. Language translator, as it mentioned here, it translates computer language, so that the computer can understand the application or the computer language that is used on the computer. Okay, as we have gone through all of the system software or system software, so you need to remember that system software are the software that help the user to use the computer system. As you can see just now, the example of system software is operating system, and the one that we have seen before, this device driver, language translator, and utilities program. 4 of them. None of them are the software that we use directly to do our work, but we need them because they will help the user, which is us, to manage or to use the computer. So system software is to manage the computer system. Okay, on this slide there are some features that might happen in future. An example there is self-healing computers, meaning that computer can fix its own problem. So if a computer have a problem, so it can fix it. One example of self-healing computers component are antivirus. So when the computer encounter a virus, so it will manage to detect and then delete the virus. So students, at the end of this topics, you can see open-ended question. So try to look through the open-ended question and try to answer them on your own. Because these are the examples of the questions that can appear in your test or your final assessment. Some more of the open-ended questions. Alright student, that's all for chapter 5 or topic 5. Thank you for your time and your attention. That's it for system software. Thank you.